を見るのです。ライド隠密魔竜マガツストーム。
How is everyone doing today? The name is Eon Slayers and we are back for another video. Today we're gonna take a look at a deck that is available for basically everyone since the new clan event for Vanguard Zero Global has just ended, and that is Murakumo. So Murakumo has had its wave 2 support, and there is two variants of the build right now, which is the reverse variant and there's also the Magatsu variant. We're gonna take a quick look at the Magatsu variant today, as it is basically an improved version of the Wave 1 deck that was given to us. It's basically the same deck, but with some new cards added in to support it, and the significant difference of the Breakride being added in as well. So let's take a look at the deck right here. As you can see, so trigger lineup: 5 draws, 4 stands. This deck does plus in hand, especially when it makes the extra copies. It does return to hand, but just adding in those stands can really help you push out even more damage, because this deck is a very aggressive deck, and you can deal a lot of damage even on the early turns. For our starter, of course, we have here Stealth Dragon Magatsu Wind. So, when rode upon by Stealth Dragon Magatsu Brett, which is the grade 1, look at the top 7 cards from the top of your deck and add a Covered Demonic Dragon Magatsu Storm or Magatsu Gale, which is the grade 3 or grade 2. You can just choose which one do you want and add it to hand if it is in the top 7, of course. Then we have our 4 PGs as usual, and then 4 copies of the grade 1, which is Magatsu Brett. So if the grade 0 is in the soul, it gets plus 1000 power, so 8000. And if it is ridden by the grade 2 Magatsu, you call out 2 copies of the grade 2 to the field, and it also gains boost. Then at the end of the turn, 1 copy goes back to hand and 1 just disappears. Do note the copies of the grade 2s are outside from the deck, so they just make it out of thin air, right? That's really nice. And then we have here 3 copies of Stealth Fiend Oborocat. So what Oborocat does is, when placed, counterblast 1 to call a card from the same with the same card name as your rearguard, other than this, from outside your deck, and then it just disappears at the end of your turn. This card allows you to push out even more damage during your early turn, where you don't care much for CB as well, so you can just push out more attackers, right, and just push to 3, push to 4 on turn 2 if you want. And then 2 of the 8Ks, just for like hitting those good numbers, or 17, 16k columns. Although you might also consider running the grade 1 double rare unlocker if you ever run up to a Link Joker matchup, which is just a good tech, of course, but I just prefer the 8Ks because Link Joker, it's not as prevalent anymore. For grade 2, we have here 4 counter chargers, so we finally have counter chargers for this deck. Stealth Beast White Mane, so when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, counter charge 1 just on hit. Very, very nice. And you can use that to copy it and then use a Oborocat to basically counter charge for itself, so that's really nice. And then 4 copies of the grade 2, which is Magatsu Gale. So if the grade 1 Magatsu is in soul, it's 10k basically. And then when the grade 3 rides over it, you call 2 Covert Demonic Dragon Magatsu Storm, the grade 3, to the field, 2 copies of them, and both gain boost. And then at the end of the turn, 1 goes to hand, 1 disappears from the field. And those Magatsu Storms again are from outside the deck. They're just created out of nothing. So no triggers will be lost, don't worry. And then running 5 10k vanillas, because there isn't much other good spots for this. You can maybe run like the double rare 8k that when on hit bounces back to your hand if you want to do the Magatsu multi-attack, or you can even do the counterblast 2 to draw. It's your preference. I just like having 4 10ks out, as again I maximize my aggressiveness with this deck, and just having 10ks on rearguard is just a good defense. And then grade 3 wise, oh boy, so why don't we go take a look at our tech first. So just one off is the Hyaki Vogue Reverse. So Hyaki Vogue Reverse, Counterblast 2, lock 2 rear guards, and have 3 of your Covert Demonic Dragon Hyaki Vogue Reverse attack from the back row, and they get 10,000 until the end of turn. And then when placed, Counterblast 1, call a copy of itself to the field, and then at the end of the turn, they just return to your hand. So this is good with the Breakride, as you can call 2 copies of it to the back row, and then with itself you can call another copy, and that's 3 Hyaki Vogue Reverses that can attack from the back row. Although since we don't run the unlockers, you're gonna be forced to lock the front row, right? But other than that, let's move on to the other cards, which is 4 copies of the Breakride, which is Covert Demonic Dragon Kagura Bloom. So when rode upon, Counterblast 1, your Vanguard gets 10,000 power, and until the end of the turn, call 2 cards with the same card name as your Vanguard from outside your deck, and they get boost. And then at the end of the turn, they just return both copies to hand, which is really nice. They just add +2 to your hand, very cool. And when boosted, it gets 3,000 power until the end of turn. So that really combos well with both of our rides here. Let's take a look first at our heal, which is Fantasy Petal Storm Shirayuki. So what does Shirayuki do? When this unit is attacked, right, Counterblast 1, Persona Blast to have the attacking unit get -20,000. So this essentially serves as a defensive option for this deck if you really need it. And that will only activate if it would reduce the attack below this unit's attack. So keep that in mind, maths. And then when placed, Counterblast 2 to call another copy of itself from the field if you really need it. But I think the Breakride will just suffice since you'll get 2 copies of itself already out on the field. But yeah, that's gonna be a defensive option, and it combos well again with the Breakride if you want to go that route. But our main ride and our offensive option is of course Covert Demonic Dragon Magatsu Storm. So limit break 4, Counterblast 2 to get 3,000 power, and then call 2 Covert Demonic Dragon Magatsu Storm from outside your deck, and they get boost. So it fuels itself by counterblasting 2, although at the end of the turn 1 goes to hand and 1 disappears. But if you combine it with the Breakride, right, you Breakride over it, you can get both copies to your hand, which you can use for offensive again next turn. And then when this unit attacks, Counterblast 1 and Persona Blast to call a Magatsu from your hand. So just basic multi-attack. The grade 2 is usually your target for this multi-attack. You usually call out the grade 2, the extra copy of the grade 2 when you attack with this card. Which is just really nice for, again, very aggressive. And then if you have the grade 2 on the soul, just get +1,000 power, so 11k. It's a really good deck. I've tested it a bit. Its complications are just whether if you want to go to the offensive route or the defensive route of the deck. And sometimes you do brick even if it is a ride chain. It is also a problem when you brick. But it all just comes down to how well you can judge the situation or how fast can you rush the opponent. So why don't we go ahead and take this deck to rank and see how well we do. So what are we facing against? Oh boy, we're doing a mirror match. And judging by the reverse skin, maybe it's the reverse variant of the build, we don't know. Okay, we have the grade 2, we have the grade 3. We don't have the grade 1 though, so that's kind of oofy. But I do want to keep a copy of the grade 1. We'll maul this. Okay, so we have the Breakride. This might just work out, but we'll lose our grade 2 aggressive turn. Interesting. That's a starter. Move this unit to an empty rearguard circle. Okay. So Blast want to move this into an empty rearguard circle. So I guess it focuses on that. And we drew into the grade 1 and another copy of the Magatsu Storm. So we ride a grade 1. Maybe search out a copy of the grade 2 instead, just for extra. Let's see what we get. We get nothing. That's okay. We have the grade 2 in hand. Then we just swing. We can technically call out a grade 1. You know what? We're going aggro in this. We're going extremely aggro. Let's get punished. And we get punished. Let's go. Let's get punished, boys. No trigger. Oh man. Okay, Okay, so we got punished for that. Greedy plays, greedy plays. Let's see what the opponent rides next. Thinking about it, huh? Riding the counter charger. Interesting. Calling this out. What's this? When place can blast 1 to call Stealth Beast Million Rat. So we get a heal trigger of our own. So this guy will activate to call another copy, and then probably just swing to the 8k that I put. Punished. We are extremely punished. And they get the double heal. Wow, they get another heal. We're pushed to 2. We're getting rushed. Oh no. Not good. Not good at all. Let's see. Okay, we got a PG. That's good. So we ride our grade 2. Magatsu Gale. Then we call other copies. So one here. Bam, bam. And we call our 10k. So that we can hit over defensive. There we go. Start swinging. And we attack with this. Stand trigger, please. No trigger. Sodge. Let's see what you get. PG down. That's good for us. Bam. What do you get? Okay, no triggers as well. So one goes to hand, then one disappears. What are you gonna ride? So the Breakride as well. Yep, makes sense. Technically, you can just ride Magatsu Storm over the grade 2 if you just want to do a quick aggressive turn, or if you're already pushed to limit break 4. But I have a feeling, I guess we could ride Kagura Bloom first, or if you want to go even slower, ride the Magatsu Storm and then re-ride with Kagura Bloom and then ride Magatsu Storm again. A bit ridiculous, but it's a possible play. No intercepts though. Interesting. We might go for the early aggro play here. We can technically do this. So yeah, let's go for the Magatsu Storm, actual Magatsu Storm ride. Call these 2 copies out. We want to be aggressive. They didn't put any intercepts, so we're just gonna deal a lot of damage this turn. Okay, so this is the plan. What we're gonna do is this. So swing Vanguard first. Activate Persona Blast. Right, there we go. And then call this out to the field. Heal, very nice. Well then I guess we don't need the counter. Okay, I guess we don't need the counter charger. Well, I did the line of misplay there, I think. Oh man, this deck is just... I promise I've playtested a lot of this deck. It's just that I get confused sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't have done that play. I could have just normal called it, but yeah. So 5 damage though. It's working somehow. But I guess the opponent is running like a budget variant. It's a really weird fight. Breakride over Breakride, interesting. What triggers that? So they do run crits, so they don't run stands. Okay, interesting. What we can do is ride this. If you don't have intercept, I just ride this. I get pushed to 4. Ride this, get 2 more copies. They're running the arresters. Maybe rainbow triggers? Most likely just a crit. If we get critted here, that's fine as well. See what we do. No triggers though. Oh, kinda painful. Nothing. Those 2 copies return to hand as well. So you can just dupe the Breakride. No, I think I should be better to just not do anything this turn and just swing twice. I want to keep the extra copy in hand. Yeah, swing first. I've seen a lot of triggers lost for my opponent's side anyways. I have 2 PG, so I'll be fine. If we get a stand trigger, that would be really nice. Draw, not bad as well. Sure, Yuki though. PG procced, okay. We're doing really well, oddly enough. Oddly enough. Okay, Breakride over Breakride again. Calling 2 more copies of itself again. And you just loop break. You know what? I kind of figured now that you just loop Breakride with this. You kind of just loop the Breakride, right? Okay, this will swing hard. So that's my stand trigger right there. I'll get pushed to. I'll get 1 PG out, I guess. We don't run stand, so I have no worries of that. Probably just crit me or something. Maybe heal. No triggers though. Interesting. Okay, now we can do this. We can swing 3 to face. Okay. I think this game is pretty much over at this point. We just call this out. We just counterblast 2. Bam. We didn't even need to use the Breakride this game. Okay, and then we just swing. We just swing. 1 PG. Wow. If you get a stand trigger, this would really be good as well. Okay, a heal. Maybe I should have swung Vanguard first. This is 21. But it doesn't matter. And we win through cheesing it. I did see some misplays on my part as well. But not to worry, we won though. You can just see how this deck can get really aggressive. That's basically the first line of play, the aggressive play. Maybe we can see the defensive play on next game. Maybe not. Let's go for another one. What are we facing now? Royals? That's Royals, right? I wonder if it's a PP farmer or the soul, like Sanctuary of Light. I know Sanctuary of Light still the see some play. Return this. We have the grade 2. I guess we can search out the grade 3 with the grade 1. Hopefully not brick. Okay, this is either Jewel Knights or Sanctuary of Light. Or MLB. Or MLB. Maybe MLB? Oh, yeah, this is MLB. We haven't seen MLB in a while. Whoa. Okay, we got a grade 3 either way. Haven't seen MLB in a while. This is gonna be fun. Let's see how MLB fares. Okay, we got a grade 2 out. Very cool. Not gonna be aggressive. We're just gonna swing. We can be aggressive next turn. Bam. Let's see. PG down. Running the new PGs as well. Even though this deck doesn't really rely on limit break. Right? Yeah. Okay, so Trumpeter. Yeah, this is a standard MLB build. And then search out the grade 3, maybe an MLB. There's the MLB. Man. This brings back a lot of memories. Filtering out. Another copy of MLB. So we'll probably have another MLB in hand. Gansalot, of course. SP Gansalot, though. Okay. Just swinging. Then we're gonna be super aggressive this turn. Okay, we have a Shirayuki in hand. Maybe that could help us. Boom. So we ride. So this will be swinging pretty big. So this is gonna go for a 19. What line of play can we do here? 18. This is an 8k, so it can swing by itself. We can deal 3 damage by this turn. If the opponent doesn't hit much defensives. So 8k first. Bam. But they do hit the defensive. Oh man. Get another trigger. No trigger. Oh, okay, so we did push the tree. Another draw. Oh boy, MLB doing its thing. Yeah, we can't hit. So we just do this. Okay, it's fine. We good. I think this might be a good opportunity to do the Breakride instead of the normal one. There's our boy MLB. Oh boy. Depends actually. There's the Blaster Dark. You have a Blaster Blade, I know. He searched it out. Probably gonna use the Counter Blast for Blaster Blade to retire my front row. Yeah, figure out as much. Saving that other spot for another attacker. Yes, we have here Bedivere. So swinging. We're gonna get pushed to 4 this turn unless we heal. Counter charger down, another one down. Suck those intercepts out. Standard MLB things. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, 12k base and you heal down. Oh no. Okay, calm down. Oh, ow. Oh, we do heal though. We be healing though. That's cool. It's also accepted. We be drawing though as well. Okay, we got Suisei out. Very nice. Okay, so we ride the Breakride first. Yeah, we can go for the Breakride first. We can put this here. So we need a booster of sorts. Oh, whoop, nope. Call. Yeah, the 12k base is really hurting us right now. This only gets a 3k when it gets boosted. Okay, I guess we just do this. Maybe pull another intercept out. Maybe not. We might still want to save that for the multi-attack turn. So we just swing. We're in a pretty tough situation right now. MLB, we haven't seen it much in play, but it still does MLB things. And we heal again. That's nice. That's really appreciated, especially against this deck. This deck has perma crit. We get okay. Blaster Dark down. Let's see what you can do next turn. Probably gonna get pushed to 4 this turn. I can Breakride then. Maybe we can go the defensive route here instead of the offensive one. This deck is a pretty terrifying one. Another Blaster Dark. We can probably stall them out. Probably. We lost 4 draws. And they heal again. Come on. Okay, maybe we do the offensive one. We need the offensive option. Okay. Okay. No panic. Okay, we have that. We can now Breakride. Magatsu Storm here. Activate the skill, of course. Call the 2 copies out. Bam, bam. Let's see here. How do we do this? We can call Shirayuki out. Swing. The 12k is really hurting right now. Really is. We might have no choice but to do this instead. I mean, are we even safe? Let me think the line of play here. So 11, we can call this out. 11 to Van. Disactivate, retires this, call the 19. Then yeah, essentially this is our line of play. Might be wrong, but we'll see. We'll see. Because there's no way I'm making numbers enough to hit for 12k. Really Sodge, but it has to work like this. Okay. Same with this. We get a stand. Nice. Hitting, we get a draw. We get intercept. Very nice. You're gonna swing for 4 then. Get another draw. I don't like that. Okay, push to 4. That's gonna be the end of turn. Ah, man, I think we might be dead this turn. We need a defensive. We don't have to be. Maybe I should have ridden the Shirayuki instead. This is a bad idea. And no, it actually doesn't matter. You would have Blaster Blade my intercept. I would have still been dead. I only have one intercept before I drew into it. Interesting. Not doing anything with it. Draw trigger. You probably have a lot of PGs in hand, don't ya? Very, very fun. Gonna be fun for us. Okay. We need to try and end it this turn. Somehow. We're gonna try. So we call this out. We call this out. Ah, boy. Might have to use the counterblast to get proper boosters out. Yeah. Call out 2 of the 10k boosters. Man, the 12k base is really hurting me right now a lot. Really does. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. So we swing this. Yeah. Swing this. Hope for no defensives. Okay, no defensive. Okay. I think we might win this. Activate the persona. There we go. Bam. Call this out. We need an intercept out instead, because this is gonna be 2 PGs proc unless we get a stand trigger, double trigger. Okay, draw. We'll give it to this guy just in case. Okay, no stand. That's a fine. PG though. Oh boy. This has to be no PG. Oh yes. Let's see. Let's go. Oh, there we go. That took me too long to think. That took too long. That really took too long. Oh boy. But anyways, that's how basically the deck functions, right? So you saw the pretty much straightforward one where you ride the grade 3 over the grade 2 and just bash for aggression, and the other one with the Breakride. To be honest, I haven't played the best of the deck, but it's what it does. It's its basic function of the deck, and it's really good actually. If you guys want to try the deck out, you're free to try, and yeah, have fun with the deck. The other variant might be coming soon as well, so look out for that deck and fight. That's gonna be it for this video. If you like my content, please click that like, comment down below, subscribe even if you want, and yeah, click on notification bell if you want to see more of my videos. Thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for supporting, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.